corner. He stayed active a week ago with an 8-tackle performance. It's the Texans and the Colts coming up next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out is their fifth-year quarterback.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in Week 2.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 23-yard line.
Richardson looking to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Makes it third down and 12 yards to go.
Here's Richardson to throw. Dorsett's got it. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be fourth down. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Stroud looking to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. And Stroud now to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now Richardson. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now. You look at the defense for these Texans. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week. Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Stroud. His throw incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around, locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
Throwing now is Stroud. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down of the process. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 91 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Take a look at the defense for these Texans. It's quite a unit. #1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Houston set to take over. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Well, the numbers for Pierce last week, north of 100 yards, the 2 scores, and, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and 3rd and 1 now.
A gain of 7 yards.
Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. He'll take this to the 46. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Pierce will try to pick it up. Gets around him. And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
It wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went ahead and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 4. Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Robertson.
Complete to number 85.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Stroud sets up the play action. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. but they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. A run for Weber, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Wiggles free. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to Taylor on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Play fake. Mills. To the sideline and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Mills on 3rd and 2. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Dancing to his left. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now Mills. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to have it here just past the 25. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Texans back out there and ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
As for a right sideline here is complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He finds his man complete. That's Robertson. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Stroud to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a throw here, hauled in. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw is Mills. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez on to punt. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Play action. Stroud now. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And the Texans first down.
Pierce now up the middle. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Stroud. He finds his man, complete. It's Weber. So the completion good for just 3. 3rd and 7 now. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Mills now looks to throw on first down. He'll let it go deep for Foster. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mills. This pass left side to Downs. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Mills now. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Texans' 8-yard line.
To throw, Mills. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland. And it's the Bengals who are out in front. Jamar Chase with a touchdown reception from Joe Burrow. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. Stroud looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Robertson. Only able to gain a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. And Stroud now to throw. Taking a shot for Dell here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he goes out right around the 39. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And a pretty quick burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
In on the stop, it was Dorrance Armstrong.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Throwing, Mills. And his throw here is incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
32-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On the counter, it's Taylor. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mills. Touchdown, Colts! From 8 yards out. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. Even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Mills. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Running left here on the option, Mills. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Problems there on the option and a costly turnover.
Yeah, partner, you know how we watch practice sometimes and we see those drills where the quarterback's running with the football and they're swinging pads at him and the brooms are out and they're trying to poke at the football for ball security. I have a feeling next week there'll be an extra session of that each and every day.
Pierce takes it straight ahead, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 34.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hand off right side to Pierce. And Powell running here down to the 6-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Another carry for Pierce. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there. And
he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And the Colts coming out now. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, but both of those units in there kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
A 2nd down throw from Mills. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Mills to throw it. Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now 2nd and 3. Here's Stroud. He finds his man, complete. It's Robertson. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Texans.
Here's Weber. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Stroud. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Throwing now is Stroud. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Give to Pierce.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Stroud. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but
and he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 9. Looking to throw. Mills. He finds Taylor, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Jonathan Taylor brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the option to give to Taylor here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 87 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A 1st down throw for Mills. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Mills. Open man, here's Foster. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Mills. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Mills able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
Roughing the passer, defense. We can't have that.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 3-yard line.
And they'll try to throw here. Mills under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Mills. And that is caught. It's Dorsett for the Colts touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Houston set to take over. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Stroud sets up the play action. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He finds his man. Complete. It's Robertson. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Houston.
Stroud to throw it. He finds his man. Complete. That's Weaver. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys. A great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he powers his way up past the 30. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Mills now. So they get a traffic there, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Mills going to keep it on the option right. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
First and 10, Taylor now. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They'll run here with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. This is 3rd and goal. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker. This to almost certainly win the football game. And the 10-year vet knocks it toward the goalpost, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before, and this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Stroud, the last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Indianapolis, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.